Hello and welcome to Bite-Sized Videos. My name is MrHappy and I'm pleased to offer a new series of Final Fantasy XIV beginner and how-to videos that are in bite-sized pieces. This allows you to focus on specific game questions without needing to watch an entire guide. In today's video, we will learn about the new Crystalline Conflict feature and how to unlock it. Player versus player, or PvP, has long been a feature in Final Fantasy XIV. However, it was not broadly attractive, which, along with the need for up to 72 players each match, made for very long queue times. Crystalline Conflict, released in patch 6.1, is Final Fantasy XIV's attempt to provide a more mainstream PvP experience. The main requirement to unlock the Crystalline Conflict and PvP in general is to be level 30 and to be in a Grand Company. This means having completed the Grand Company Unlock quest in the Main Scenario Quest, or MSQ, which is a level 20 Main Scenario Quest. This is also about the same time that you get your Chocobo mount. Once you're level 30 and in a Grand Company, travel to that Grand Company and look for the blue quest marker for the quest A Pup No Longer. To complete this quest, you will need to travel to the Wolf's Den, which is an island in Lanasia. To get to the Wolf's Den for the first time, you will need to travel to Moraby Dry Docks and take a ferry from there. The Wolf's Den is the PvP hub for further quests, PvP ranking information, striking dummies for practice, and PvP-specific vendors. This is also the only place that you can set up and adjust your PvP hotbar, which we will talk about later. To complete the unlock quest, head inside the pirate ship and go to your right. Ahead of you is the Storm Captain for the quest turn-in. Upon completing the quest, you will unlock both PvP as well as the Crystalline Conflict. However, if you look at my character, you will see his current hotbar didn't change and the actions are blurred. This is because you can only do PvP on a job and not on a base class. My character is level 30, but is still a gladiator. He needs to be in his level 30 job of paladin for PvP. Thus, be sure that you also have your level 30 job unlocked as well. Now that we're in an actual job, let's take a look at the hotbar. As you can see, all my regular spells and abilities have been removed and are unusable. In Final Fantasy XIV PvP, you have an entirely new set of abilities for each job. To access your PvP options, as well as your character's PvP information, click the Character button and select PvP Profile from the menu. In your PvP profile, you can see your job, PvP ranking, and a menu on the left for options and information. Click on Job under PvP and you will see your hotbar actions to assign. At the top are your job's combo actions, all on a single button. You will want to place this on your hotbar in a prominent place, as this will be the button that you spam the most, and it will cycle between all of your combo actions. The next several actions, in this case 6, actions are also placeable on your hotbar and are distinct actions and spells that have separate cooldown timers. Be sure to read through the tooltips to see what each action does so that you're comfortable with how to place it on your hotbar. Take note of the action with the crossed swords in it. In this case, it's a phalanx. That's for the paladin. This is your PvP limit break. We'll talk a bit later about how PvP limit breaks work, but be sure this is also on your hotbar. There are also actions that are not placeable. These are actions that result from a combo or effect and will automatically light up in your hotbar when they are ready to use. The final 5 actions are ones that all jobs have in common and should be placed on your hotbar. Standard Issue Elixir provides a complete heal and mana refresh, but has a long cast time. Recuperate is an instant cast that heals approximately 30% of your health and has a very fast 1-second cooldown. You will use this one a lot. Purify is an instant cast action that removes debuffs, including stuns, slows, and silences. It has a long recast timer of 30 seconds, but it can be a lifesaver. Guard is an instant cast ability that gives you a 5-second shield that reduces damage and makes you immune to most debuffs. This also has a long recast time of 30 seconds, so use it only when needed. The final common action is Sprint. This is different from the normal sprint in game, in that this one stays on you until you use an action. It also has a very fast cooldown of 1.5 seconds, so you can use this one a lot. You also have quick chat buttons you can add to your hotbar. This is important as you can't use normal chat with your group during a match. Thus, you use chat emotes to communicate. The downside is you can't give detailed strategies to teammates. However, it also removes the potential toxicity of teammate members insulting each other. The profile also keeps track of your PvP results. You can see on the Crystalline Conflict results page there are two types of matches, casual and ranked. Casual matches are simply random matches with 9 other players to earn experience, currency, and victories from. Ranked matches build an actual rank for your character where, based on your win-loss record, you can rank from bronze tier to crystal tier. These rankings reset after each season. The profile also tracks your series level by tracking milestones. You earn 700 points for each completed match, thus a new series level every 3 or so matches, whether you win or lose. For each milestone you earn 1,000 trophy crystals, which are currency you can spend on glamour and other items. Additionally, you can see that every 5th milestone you earn an additional item. So to start a match, open your Duty Finder and select the PvP tab at top, then check either Casual Match or Ranked Match, and then click the Join button at the bottom. But before showing a match, let's look at where to find things in Wolf's Den. Entering the pirate ship, you will find vendors straight ahead for spending wolf collar, wolf marks, and trophy crystals. The wolf collars and marks are general PvP currency, whereas the trophy crystals are the currency specific to Crystalline Conflict. The trophy crystal vendor sells weapons and armor, glamour, and minions. He also sells frames for the new adventure plates that came out in patch 6.1. Before starting a match, you may want to practice your new skills. There are a set of training dummies out on the pier that you can use for this. These are usually pretty crowded, and it can be hard to see your damage totals due to the ability spam from other players. You can also find another set of training dummies at the top of the ship that are not usually as crowded. Just go back through the ship and up the set of stairs. So let's look at an actual match. There are 3 different maps currently available, and the one you get is based on the time of day. The one currently shown is the Palestra. There is also the Volcanic Heart, which has large ground AoEs and exploding bombs, as well as Cloud 9, which features the spawning of tornadoes. The goal of each match is to capture the crystal in the middle and move it toward the other team's goal point. At least one team member needs to be on the crystal for it to move. If both teams have someone on the crystal, it doesn't move either direction. The match is 5 minutes, or until a team moves the crystal all the way to the goal point, whichever comes first. If the 5-minute timer expires with neither team getting the crystal to the goal point, the match goes into overtime, where the team with the most points needs to keep the other team off the crystal for 3 seconds, or the team with less points is able to take the point lead. If you get killed or KO'd, you will be out of the action for a set amount of time. The length of KO time increases each time you are killed. Once the KO timer is up, you respawn at your team's base. If you are like me, this will happen repeatedly. In addition to the PvP abilities we talked about earlier, each player has their own limit break ability. The limit break charges up during the match, and you should be able to use it several times during a match. You can see your limit break bar in the upper left corner of your screen. You can also see each player's limit break status next to their name under their class icon. Thus, a good team can coordinate their limit breaks together, as well as know when the opposing team may be using theirs. That covers the basics of Crystalline Conflict. There is much more to learn about the gameplay and the mechanics. However, you can develop your own gameplay style as you practice. If you'd like additional guidance and details, I highly recommend MrHappy's recent videos on Crystalline Conflict, as he goes into much more depth. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe for future bite-sized videos. Also feel free to leave comments below, including additional information or thoughts on this new PvP mode. Take care.